so big right now, too. Did you see? Ah, Danny! Up! Oh, lightweight, lightweight. Get it up, get it up.
What is going on, Fit Fam? Joshua Ayers, hashtag Ayers Fitness, checking in, signing in, logging in, vlogging in. And right now, you're seeing Big Tim is putting up Danny Pump Matelski. Congratulations. He just hit a PR on deadlift, 475 pounds. 500 is on the way for you, brother. Yes, you are going to be hitting 500 very soon. All right, and right here I'm doing some squats. So this was Monday. This was my first day back off of my rest week. I took the entire last week off, the week of Thanksgiving off, so that way I could rest. If you haven't been keeping up to date with my videos, I took a rest week because my body was just getting sore, it was getting beat up. I wasn't there mentally and physically, and I just needed some time off. It had been 36 weeks since I have taken any rest off, so I was well overdue for a good little break just to let my mind, central nervous system, and body heal and recuperate. So yeah. And going into this, so today's workout, it was a leg and bicep day for me. I didn't have a lot of time when I got in here. I got to the gym a little bit later this night, so I just did squats and I did some curls, some preacher curls and some dumbbell curls and some dumbbell hammer curls and stuff like that. I didn't get to do any leg extensions or any leg curls because of the lack of time, because I've been trying to add a little bit more volume to my leg days. So right now I am on the Jim Wendler program, Wendler 531. I was on this before and I kind of went off track because of school and work and everything got really busy. So I was just kind of doing my own thing. So right now I'm getting back in the groove, getting everything all structured and getting everything back in order. So right here was one of my 5 sets of 8 reps that I did. So what it does is, for my first working set, obviously I warm up and then I go up to 250 for my first set, and that's going to be for 5 reps. Then I went up to 290 pounds for 5 reps, and then I went up to 330 pounds for 5 reps. And that was my, my 3 heavy, working sets, and then I dropped the weight down to 225 and did 5 sets of about 8 to 10 reps, but mainly I got about 8 reps on each set of those squats. And I was supersetting with some preacher curls, as you just seen in that last clip right there, and this is one of my working sets of my 5 by 8 reps for squatting. So yeah, I've just really been trying to bump up the volume pretty much on everything, just because I really want everything to grow. So I've just really been focusing on increasing the volume overall as much as I can. I have to try to work on getting into the gym a little bit sooner, so I have a little bit more time to get everything done. I've been trying to shorten down my rest periods a little bit on lifts that I can, on my whether I'm doing biceps or triceps or shoulders, things like that. I've been trying to cut down the rest time. Obviously, when you're going heavy on squat, deadlift, or bench, you're going to need a little bit more time to recover, just because for your phosphagen system, it needs time to recover, especially when you're taxing it with heavy weights and things like that. So that will play a factor into it. And right here you see me doing some curls for the girls. Got my guns hugging the sleeves. Yeah, so my biceps have been making some pretty good progress. My triceps been growing. I need to focus on the lateral portion of my tricep. That's probably the smallest part of my arm. I don't know what it is. They don't like growing. They do not want to grow on either arm. My left lateral head is bigger than my right lateral head, so I'll try to hit a couple extra reps on my right arm and stuff like that. Try to even it out. More so of a subconscious kind of thing. Something that I noticed that probably a lot of other people don't. So yeah, there's a little something about that. Also, as you see, I'm going narrow grip. I prefer narrow grip to wide. I feel like narrow grip I can get a much better squeeze, and my wrists don't feel like they're at such an awkward position. Every once in a while I'll go wide grip just to change it up, or I'll use a straight bar just to change it up, but I'm not a huge fan of curling with a straight bar just because I don't feel like it's a super natural position, especially with your wrist and just the way that your wrists are aligned. For me, it feels a lot more comfortable doing preacher curls and having them closer together. And like I said, I can get a much better squeeze, much better contraction in there, and it just feels a lot safer of a position for me, a lot more comfortable position, and I feel it can generate the most force there. So that is why I do close grip. And that was my last set. Oh, no, I lied. It was my second to last set of squats. And then I bumped up the weight right here. I wanted to go one heavy set, so would be the equivalent if I had 45 pounds on each side, because I was doing 35, so I decided to throw 35s on there because I knew I was going to drop back down after this and, just get a good pump and do a little bit more reps. I just wanted to go up for a heavy set, see how many reps I can get, see where I'm at, because I haven't went super heavy on curls in a little bit, and I just wanted to kind of see where I'm at. So not too shabby if I don't say so myself. Also, another thing that I've been focusing on squats that you may or may not be able to tell, depending on how much you watch my videos, I've been working on narrowing my stance. Normally, I go out really wide whenever I do my squats because it just feels like a more comfortable position. When I originally first started starting squatting, I had my feet were pretty close together, and then as time went over, I would make my stance wider and wider. So I've been working on trying to narrow that more just from different things that I've been learning now and looking at things differently. I could see where it can make sense to have your legs directly underneath your hips to generate the most force, the most amount of power. It seems to put you in a mechanical advantage, just the way that your entire body is in a line and the force is driving straight up as compared to like if your feet were spread, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because like I said, I've done that for a long time. I'm just working on bringing my stance in a little bit closer, seeing if it makes a huge difference in the long run. So that's something I'm going to be experimenting with and seeing how that feels. So far, it feels pretty good. I have pretty good mobility in the squat, so I don't notice, a huge difference or any pain or anything like that. I can still hit my same depth, and everything feels pretty good. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. Like I said, I'm just messing around with that, seeing how it feels, and yeah. And so just curling away, getting those big arms. Look at them arms. Let me know if you guys think my arms have gotten any bigger. I think they have. I've gotten, some people have told me that they have. They could always be a little bit bigger. Everything could always be a little bit bigger, you know what I'm saying? You ask me what I want to improve on, I'm going to say, my arms, my biceps, my triceps. And but you know what, my shoulders could be a little bit bigger, my quads could be a little bit bigger. It's just a snowball effect. Everything could always be a little bit bigger. So right here, I'm just doing some hammer curls. I was supersetting kind of back and forth with the hammers and just regular curls. So if you're not familiar, hammer curls, typically you are doing it with a neutral grip. So as my grip looks like this, and you're just curling up. And the idea of this is it's going to help increase the width of your bicep. It's going to make it thicker sideways rather than up and down as compared to, in contrast with the preacher curl. So when you're doing preacher curl and your wrists are supinated, meaning your hands are facing up towards your face, doing a regular preacher curl, that's supposed to help increase the peak of the bicep. So that's going to make it essentially taller. And then right here, I'm doing across the body hammer curls. I'm not sure if a lot of people do this or not. This is just something that ever since I very first started lifting, I just did this just to switch it up a little bit. And for me, I see it seems to help me grow my biceps and my arms. So I do it. I recommend it to people. Go ahead, give it a try, and let me know if you guys love it, or if you don't, comment down below. But I'm sure you guys will really enjoy it. Make sure you're bringing it across without swinging it too much. Make sure you're getting a good squeeze in the bicep. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Very much appreciate it. Really loving the love and support from you guys. So be sure to comment, rate, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, share this.